third or fourth match happening on Saturday's card. Juarez at home, Monterrey coming in. Monterrey is playing today, guys. Today is Wednesday, February 5th. Monterrey is playing today, guys, in the Conca Champions Cup. I believe that's what it's called. So keep that in mind. I'm not sure if they're gonna play that whole A squad, but I know that in those kind of tournaments, they do want to win those. So just be aware of that for when you're making your pick for Saturday. I know it's a little bit early, but I think we should break it down and probably get an edge as far as some of these lines that are out already. I'm gonna play Juarez draw on a double chance, getting it at a decent price, minus 115. Monterrey, guys, is just not looking like the Monterrey of the last couple seasons. They're definitely looking a lot weaker this season. They're drawing, they're drawing and barely getting, barely getting by with some of these weaker teams. They barely got a 1-0 win over Necaxa, who's struggling themselves. This Monterrey team is not as dominant as they seem anymore. It's been a couple games already. It's been about five games, and they managed to only have one win. They're losing or they're drawing, just playing at a team's level. And I think they're going to play down to Juarez's level as well. That's my reason for taking Juarez draw on the double chance. In all honesty, I think this game gets a draw, but I wouldn't be surprised also if Juarez gets an upset. They have already gotten an upset this season, beating Cruz Azul. I would not be surprised if they get an upset on a Monterrey team that is just not getting wins. Cruz Azul, the win that they got against Cruz Azul, you can call it a fluke, but Cruz Azul was going through a dramatic kind of a rough time with everything that was going on with the head coach leaving in the middle of the night and these new players barely starting to adjust with each other as far as chemistry, as far as how they play on the field. Monterrey is, again, they're in a bad time. They're not exactly in the best spot. So I think Juarez has a solid chance to make an upset. But if I had to lean towards an actual plus money side, I would lean towards the draw. But because I think Juarez can make an upset, I'm playing Juarez draw on the double chance. Don't want to play a total. Can't really lean towards one side or the other. Juarez in some low-scoring games and some high-scoring games. Monterrey as well. Sometimes they just flip-flop it back and forth. I don't really want to play a side. If I had to play a side, I'll play my over just because, again, that's strategically and statistically my lean towards the total just because of, again, how much more the over hits or how much the over has been hitting over the last couple of seasons. I've already talked about that. I'm going to keep talking about it, guys. So most of the time, if I'm not sure on the total, I'm either going to not play it or I'm going to go on an over. So if you guys have to play a total, I'd say go over. But I think Juarez is alive to get an upset.